Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to another video. My name is Danny, and on this channel we talk about bettering ourselves from the inside out. So if bettering yourself is something you're into, then hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video with me. This is our third video in the series where we follow along with my book, Full of Yourself, a guide to becoming your most audacious self. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and barnesandnoble.com. In this video, we're going to be speaking about love and relationships. In our last video, we spoke about being full of yourself with your time and with your energy. The main idea to remember with our last video is that it's okay to have boundaries and take some time for yourself. And it's very important to keep your environment and your energy clear and clean. This week we are talking about love and relationships, but before we get into it, I am a straight woman, so I will be using terms like he and him, but regardless of anything like that, all the information I'm going to share is for anyone and everyone. So take what you will, leave the rest, and let's get into the video. It took me a very long time to stop people-pleasing relationships and allow myself to have my own desires and wants and needs and to speak up about them and actually make them known. It's okay to recognize this in yourself, especially recognizing it and coming to an idea like this is my problem. That is the first step in recovery, right? So its first step is recognizing that you have this issue. So my issue before was that I didn't stand up for myself. I did not advocate for myself whatsoever. I allowed the people I was in a relationship with to basically run the show. I want to give a couple different lists and tips that we can try, because we are going along with Full of Yourself, the book, and in the book I give a couple lists and a couple different things that you can do in the book. I love lists. They organize my thoughts and they help me see exactly what my goal is. So I will make a list for everything. Like lists, I know a lot of people don't care for lists as much, but if you don't want to do a physical paper and pen, if you want to do one on your notes app, if you want to make a mental list, that's totally fine. Just having some kind of idea that you know you can reflect on and go back to and see what exactly is your main goal. It's okay to recognize that you have a past and you have maybe a history you're not too proud of. That's okay. That's completely fine. The first step is to be aware of it. Recognize you have an issue. And make actionable steps to move forward, like therapy, journaling, having some kind of situation where you can sit alone and reflect on your own thoughts and actually listen to yourself and what you want. So I experimented with a couple different lists and just little activities that I would do when I was in my spare time alone. And so this experiment is going to show you where you are, where you want to be, and how to bridge the gap, which I feel is the best way to go about it. Before we get into the list, I want you to think about what love means to you. Growing up, we get taught what love is. We get shown what love is. So from our parents, if they're still together, or a parent that might be dating somebody, from our siblings, from our aunts and uncles, from TV, from just being outside in the normal world, even from books. So we get taught what love is supposed to be. But have you ever sat there and thought what you consider love is? Like, what do you consider love? Think about it. What does love mean to you? Without any outside noise, opinions, anything that you've been taught, what does love mean to you? Before we get into the actual, real tips and stuff, I want you to do one. I want you to take the love language test. And if you're familiar with the test or you've already taken the test, I still want you to take it again, because it changes, we're ever evolving, and we should change. So sometimes you might think like, oh, my my main love language is physical touch. In reality, it could be acts of service, and you're cheating yourself thinking that it's physical touch is your number one. So it's important to know yourself, know what you want. That is going to be very crucial in getting exact in what you desire. So take the love language test. The love language test is going to say, it basically says that we're in a category of 5 different love languages. So it's either physical touch, words of affirmation, gifts, acts of service, quality time. Okay, so those 5 different love languages, we're gonna fall into one of those categories. So it's nice to know what is your category. The next test I want you to take is called the attachment test. And I will link both of these tests in the description box, and they're very interesting, they're fun to learn about, but they're very important for you to find out what it is that you like, what do you want, how do you want to be loved, how do you need to be loved, basically. The idea of the attachment style quiz is that it's based off of our caregivers and how we were brought up, how attentive they were to us or not, how much affection they showed or did not, is going to be basically how we attach to people in our relationships. And it's going to show you your behaviors, it's going to show you what it means, and it's going to go really deep dive into how you handle relationships and what you attract. So there is 4 of them, I believe. There's secure, there's anxious, there is avoidant, and then there is fearful avoidant. Secure is the one that we all aim to be, and actually 56% of people are secure. So I'm going to put up a little picture right here, so pause if you want to read a little bit more about it before you take your test, and let me know what you think, because I'm very curious, and this has been something that me and my sisters have been kind of digging a little bit more into and trying to figure out, how do we heal ourselves from this. So, you know, if you want me to do a video on the attachment theory, then I will, and yeah, that would be fun to do, so let me know. So now that we have our house in order, it's time to get into the tips. And this should be fun, so put your music on, get some wine or some tea, and just relax, right? So I want you to write a list of 50 things or more that you want in a partner. And these can be anything. They can be anything physical, mental, financial, emotional, like anything that you want, right? 50 or more traits. For example, 6 foot, finance, blue eyes, you're good. It doesn't matter. You can write anything you want in there. You could be a family guy, a man of God, someone who goes to therapy, someone who's over 6 feet tall, someone who has a stable job, someone who owns their own home. Like, there are so many things you could put on there. Someone who has blue eyes. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Put it on the paper. Write it down. Write out your list of all of the characteristics you want, at least 50. Okay? Then, the second part of this is I want you to go back through your list and put a little star next to all of those qualities that are non-negotiable. So clearly, being 6 foot, it's not a non-negotiable, right? Like, being 6 foot doesn't make you a quality person. Being a man of God, that could be a part of being a quality person. Going to therapy, that could be a part of being a quality person. And having blue eyes, not really a non-negotiable. It doesn't make them a quality person. So basically, go through your whole entire list, write a star next to each quality you printed on this paper, and see which one's the non-negotiable. You're gonna see a lot less on that paper. If you're like me and you go through the list, you're gonna see a lot of those are not non-negotiables. Like, the problem is that we're placing too much importance on things that don't make that person a quality person. The last part of this list, and this one, it hit me hard. So on your list, get a highlighter, or even just draw a cute little heart next to it if you want to, or underline it, doesn't matter. For each quality that you've written that are non-negotiables, I want you to go over the list and see, what do you possess? So, my camera died, then it shut off. I'm not sure what's happening, but I want to get this video out. So we have our list of 50 things that we want in a partner. We went back through, we checked off our non-negotiables, right? Then we go back through and we either highlight or put a heart next to the items that you possess. In order to attract your dream person, you have to become your dream person. People are like a mirror. Our environment, everything about our life is just what we're thinking. It's what we feel about ourselves. It's a reflection of who we think we are. So become the best version of yourself. You want to be full of yourself in relationships, in love, in relationships, then you need to really become full of yourself. You need to become the best version of yourself. And it doesn't mean you have to do all of these things before attracting an amazing person, but just like those key qualities. You want somebody who's loyal? Make sure you're a loyal person. You want someone who's honest? Do things genuinely with honesty. You want someone who goes to therapy? Join therapy. Look into it, see how it is. You want someone who can teach you things? Read more books, learn things on your own so you can also contribute to a conversation. You do not need to settle for anything less than everything you desire. So, sky's the limit. It's only limited by what you feel like you deserve. And if you don't feel like you deserve the best, that's where the work needs to start. And maybe you should look into therapy, and you should look into, EFT and meditation and journaling and things like this to really get to know yourself. Like I said at the beginning of the video, getting to know yourself and doing the tests and looking at little things here and there, like get to know you. You are the most important person in your life, and if you want to attract somebody who is amazing, has all these great qualities, you have to also possess maybe not the exact same qualities, but at least have amazing, genuine, real, authentic qualities about yourself as well. Being full of yourself is a spiritual journey. It's a spiritually energetic journey of putting yourself on a pedestal and knowing that you deserve to be there. It's your life. Yes, you are the main character of your own life. That being full of yourself does not mean you're an asshole to everybody else. That's not what it means. I'm going to say this until I hit the grave. Being full of yourself is about putting yourself first, not only. So being aware that you're worthy of this type of action and allowing yourself to be on the pedestal is where you need to start, because that's where you're going to start getting the snapping cracks and everything is going to come together. Thank you so much for making it through this video. I do feel like it's going to have a little bit of its ups and downs, and I'm so sorry about the lighting and the fact that we're in my closet, but I really wanted to get this video out. This is chapter 4 of my book, Full of Yourself, a guide to becoming your most audacious self. It's available on Amazon, on Kindle, and on barnesandnoble.com. So if you're interested in following along with the rest of the book and you want to pick up your own copy, then you can find it there. I will also link it in the description box below. And again, thank you so much for watching my videos and showing me the support. I appreciate you so much, and I hope that I've been able to kind of spark some light on any type of area. And take those tests and do the lists and let's talk about it. Let's have a chat in the comments, because I want to know what's happening. I want to know what's going on with you guys. And don't forget to tune in next week, because we are going to be talking about work and business, being full of yourself with your work and business life. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. So I hope to see you there. And I love you so much. Until next time.